Hey, it's Mina, and in this video, we're going to discover what Harry Potter Hogwarts house you would have been in if you went to
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
This video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. There's going to be quite a few different sections. If you want to just skip directly to the parts that you're interested in, I'm going to be putting a lot of timestamps in the description box so you can check that out. And as for a rundown of what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out by talking about which zodiac signs I feel like belong in each of the 4 houses. I'm not going to go into great detail about that because I could talk, I don't know, that could be like a whole nother 30-minute video of me talking about horoscopes, but I'm trying not to nerd out too hard on this one. And then we're going to move into the readings. In each pick a card, I have thought through a question for each of the 4 houses, as well as a question that I feel like the Sorting Hat is really asking whenever the Hogwarts students put it on top of their head. So for the Sorting Hat question, we're going to answer, who are you at your core? And then we're going to look at the Gryffindor question. For the Gryffindors, I think the question that best sums up their house is, what kind of friend are you? And then I'm going to move into the Ravenclaw question, which is, how does your mind work? The Slytherin question, which I feel like is, how do you feel about rules and structure? And lastly, we'll hit the Hufflepuff question, which talks about what you're most passionate about. The last thing we'll do is we'll roll the astrodice to see what potential sun, moon, and rising signs you have. And then we'll look at the pendulum. The pendulum is broken into the 4 houses, with 2 of the sides being 2 houses apiece. The pendulum is going to give us some kind of a response on the houses, but I'm going to try to guess what house I think you're in, or what house I feel like it's all leading us to prior to spinning the pendulum, because I think that'll just add a little bit of an element of fun. Okay, so let's begin with which zodiac signs belong in which Hogwarts houses.
Hufflepuffs are known for being fair, kind, patient, dedicated, inclusive, genuine, compassionate, loyal people. So that's why I think these signs would work really well within the Hufflepuff house. If you have Libra, Taurus, or Pisces in your sun or moon sign, then you might just be a Hufflepuff. I could see Cancers and Virgos definitely going the way of Hufflepuff. If a Cancer has another water sign associated with it, like a Pisces, or if they've just been through a lot of experiences. Virgos can also be really nurturing. They're kind of homemakers, so I can definitely see a Virgo moon being a Hufflepuff as well. A Ravenclaw is known for being creative, wise, accepting, witty, intuitive, observers. They're curious, logical, and unique people. That's why I think Aquarius, Virgo, and Cancer would be great Ravenclaws. Occasionally, I could see a Gemini or a Capricorn being a Ravenclaw, especially if you were like a Capricorn Aquarius cusp person, or you had like a Gemini or Aquarius moon if you were a Capricorn sun. Gemini people, they can just be really logical at times and kind of overrule their own emotions, and that's why I could see them as a Ravenclaw. Slytherins are often misrepresented in the books, but to me, they're clever, traditional, ambitious, determined leaders that are very goal oriented. They have a lot of great qualities. When I think of a Slytherin, I think of a Capricorn, Scorpio, or Gemini. Occasionally, I could see any of the fire signs really being a Slytherin if they had some kind of air moon sign. Gryffindor is the house we get to see the most throughout the series. They're brave, willful, strong, passionate, idealistic, chivalrous people. So they're the ones that you already are pretty familiar with. Unsurprisingly, I can definitely see all the fire signs as Gryffindors. They're just so passionate, they fit right in. But occasionally, I can see a Taurus, Virgo, or Libra being a Gryffindor as well, especially if they had a combined fire sign in their rising.
Okay, take a second to check out the piles. Let's do a little meditation. It'll help you pick. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Release any expectations you have of this reading. On your out breath, open your eyes. Which pile are you drawn to? Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Pause this video for as long as you need to.
Let's begin.
Hey pile number 1, this is your reading on what Hogwarts house you would be in if you went to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So who are you at your core? We have the Cobra. So you're humble yet wise. If pushed, you can be a little bit of a know-it-all at times. People can call you self-centered sometimes, but the pursuit of knowledge is just very important to you, and you definitely find your truest happiness through study and learning. You are a lifelong student. What kind of friend are you? Justice? You are the friend who tells it like it is. When you do have time for friendship, you want to be true and you want to be genuine. You think that being a good friend is being honest, even when sometimes it might be a little unpleasant. You struggle to find time for friendship, but those that you have as friends are very well-trusted, loved friends. How does your mind work? The Temperance card in reverse. You can get a bit carried away at times. You seek out your passions in unhealthy ways if need be so you can get what you want. It's difficult for you not to be dragged into other people's drama sometimes. You really feel the need to be a part of it. You get impatient when things don't go your way. You feel most of the world moves a bit too slowly. If someone or something gets in your way, you can handle it pretty easily and slip past it. How do you feel about rules and structure? The Three of Cups. You feel more secure about them when the group also agrees with you. You just really don't enjoy people who buck against the set of standards that you've laid out as a group. And you can get a bit defensive when people try to mess with the status quo. However, if your friends decide to break the rules sometimes, it's just a little too tempting for you and you really feel the need to join in. Rules are important, but sometimes it's necessary for them to be broken, would be your motto. What are you passionate about? Mama Killa. You're really passionate about making sure you're using all of the resources around you. You make sure you take a hold of all the potential that the world has to offer to you. You know that eventually you're going to get what you want, but sometimes life needs additional puzzling just to get it. You're passionate about making your intentions known and enjoying the cycles of life as they pop up. I'm getting some serious Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn vibes out of this reading. So let's roll the astrodice to see what sun, moon, and rising sign you might have. We've got the Taurus symbol here, the 5th house, which is Leo, and then the South Node sign. South Node is a symbol that is talking about what kinds of energies we should be moving away from. So if you're moving away from a Taurus and Leo vibe, then you're actually moving towards a more Scorpio, Aquarius vibe, which definitely makes sense to me. If you have a Scorpio North Node, then your whole life is kind of about rebirth and transformation, which I think really makes sense with your life passion here in Mama Killa. I think those things really gel together. A lot of the lessons you're going to be learning in life are going to be about not holding on to plans so tightly or not holding on to things so tightly. That's going to be a big part of your life. This could also be talking about the fact that you might have Taurus and Leo in your sun, moon, or rising sign as well. To me, I'm going to guess that it's either going to pull up Slytherin or Ravenclaw. I feel like a lot of these characteristics are very Slytherin and Ravenclaw, but let's check the pendulum and see what you get. All right, so your house is Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, but I get to make the final call, so I'm going to say you're a Ravenclaw.
Comment down below if you feel like more of a Slytherin or a Ravenclaw. I'd love to hear your opinion. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you'd like a private reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. I will see you next time.
All right, group number 2, this is your reading on which Hogwarts house you would be in. Who are you at your core? The frog. You have an enthusiasm for life that knows no bounds. Sometimes, though, you can run yourself into the ground trying to be all the things for everyone all the time. So make sure you're taking little breaks here or there. You're likely an empath or at least a very, very sensitive person. You need moments to hide away and get rejuvenated. And most likely you can find that peace again with water. So when you're swimming or in the bath or at the ocean by a lake, you really feel a sense of calm and rejuvenation there. What kind of a friend are you? The King of Wands reversed. You have a few trusted friends you have spent a lifetime testing and experiencing hardships with. You're very protective of them, and you will defend them because of how much you know about their character. When you choose a friend, they must go through a series of tests, and then they're in your life for life. Sometimes you can be known to be a bit flaky, but that's just because your emotional state doesn't always allow you to participate in social events when you'd like to, or as much as you would like to. How does your mind work? The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You never think you've accomplished enough. Your brain is always telling you to work hard and obtain more. You think sometimes little fibs and lies to get what you want really just can't hurt anybody in the long run, but be careful. This card can indicate being a little overindulgent at times. Ultimately, your mind is always searching for the next task, the next thing to do. How do you feel about rules and structure? The 3 of Pentacles. This card literally represents building strong foundations of study and working really hard. I would say you rather enjoy your rules and structure. You might be a bit of a traditionalist as well. You find them necessary to succeed. You think that when people work together, they can do great things, and when they work against each other, things just start to fall apart. What are you passionate about? Green Tara in reverse. You spent a lot of time wanting what others had. You worry about never getting enough, and that makes you really passionate about making sure people have what they need. You want people to feel like they have a friend that can lift them up. Even though you have just a very small group of friends, you spread kindness and love throughout the world. You're so passionate about making the world just a little bit easier for each person in it. I'm getting big like Cancer, Pisces vibes out of this, so let's go ahead and roll the astrodice to see what your sun, moon, and rising sign might be. All right, we have the Scorpio symbol here, Jupiter, which is represented by Sagittarius, and then the 4th house, which is represented by Cancer. So some water Sagittarius signs there might be in your sun, moon, or rising. Let's use the pendulum to see which house it's going to place you in. Although my prediction is going to be Hufflepuff. Maybe some Gryffindor. There could be some Gryffindor in there. Let's see what it has to say. Gryffindor! Congratulations, you're in Gryffindor.
Comment down below on if you feel like more of a Gryffindor or a Hufflepuff. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you'd like a private reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com, and I will see you next time.
Hey group number 3, this is your reading on what Hogwarts house you would have been in. Who are you at your core? The zebra. You're a very curious person, always asking questions. You love studying other cultures, learning about people who are different from you. You're kind of spunky. You're not afraid to fight for the well-being of others, and you find yourself concerned with the well-being of other people, and you're very outspoken against injustices. When things don't go your way, you can be a bit pouty at times. You can get so wrapped up in an issue that it becomes your whole self and causes you to be a bit short-sighted at times. However, you're the type of person I would pray is with me and not against me, because you can really move and shake and change the world. What kind of friend are you? Death reversed. You're the friend that never gives up on someone. Sometimes that can be at the detriment of yourself. You give and you give even when it's no longer healthy for yourself. You just can't resist a bit of a fixer-upper. You're drawn to people who need you. You're such a good person. I just envision you as this great activist. Make sure you spend as much time fighting for your own well-being as you do for the well-being of others. Don't give so much of yourself that you have nothing else to give others. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, pile 3. How does your mind work? The 9 of Cups. You focus on triumph and success. You have this innate knowing that everything will get better and that you can accomplish what you want. People gravitate towards the confidence that you project out. You know what you want and you know you're going to get it. It's just so very inspiring. How do you feel about rules and structure? The Page of Cups reversed. You find rules a little too restrictive. You see rules at times get in the way of your vision for a better world, and you find them difficult to work within. The old saying of rules were meant to be broken is definitely how I would describe your take on them. You just cannot let something as small as a societal tradition get in the way of the progress you want to see going on around you. What are you passionate about? Nyx. You're passionate about being present in life. You're passionate about trusting that it's all going to be provided. You know the universe will give to you in its own divine timing, and you don't mind waiting for it. You believe in enjoying life and taking things as it comes. You are passionate about not letting the little things get you down. You seem like a very content person, or it seems like you're passionate about getting to a place of contentment.
All right, I'm getting like Aquarius, Gemini, or some kind of a fire sign type of energy from you guys.
I don't know. Let's roll the astrodice and see. Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for group 3. All right, we have the 11th house, which is Aquarius, okay. And then Aries. And then Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo. So, ooh, interesting. It's like we have a lot of air here and then a little fire and a little earth peppered in. So this is saying that your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign could be Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, or Virgo. Okay. With all of that being said, I don't know. I think you could either be like a Hufflepuff, maybe a Gryffindor. This is a tricky one. I really don't know. So let's use the pendulum to see. You've got a lot of mixed qualities here. I think you'd fit in a lot of houses. You'd be like Harry. You'd get to choose your own house, I think. Oh, Slytherin. Okay, so let's look at that. Yeah, I guess with the seeing rules as like rules might be broken. And Slytherins are very focused on like being successful. I could see that. I could definitely see you as a Slytherin. Let me know in the comments below if you think you're a Slytherin.
Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you'd like a private reading, I offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. And I will see you next time.
Hey group number 4, this is your reading on what house you would be in if you went to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Let's start off with, who are you at your core? The Lizard. You're a true empath and intuitive. You're just a creative dreamer. You really get people and can use whatever medium you choose to help describe them. And sometimes I feel like you're really good at healing others. The career field that you're involved in, it's very healing in nature for you. However, you do need your alone time or else you really get burnt out. I feel like you take on so much of other people's attributes that it gets very overwhelming for you very quickly. And your body almost will force you to take time out if you don't take time out for yourself. What kind of friend are you? Judgment. You're the kind of friend who has advice for anything. You really want to help people be their best selves, and sometimes people will see that as being a bit too critical, but in reality, you're just trying to help those people to be the best them that they can possibly be. I feel like you're also very worried about like their life going more smoothly. While some of the times the things that you're saying come off as criticisms, you have heard many times in your life from friends later on that you were right about what you had said to them and that they were really grateful for your advice. I think that maybe you just need to work on how you're phrasing things because the intention behind what you're saying is just very pure and most people struggle with your directness. How does your mind work? The 2 of Cups. You see all sides of an argument. You strike me as a type of person that when they hear someone venting to you, you're already thinking of how to solve that person's problem. You can take your emotions out of your thoughts if need be, but I think for the most part, it's more just like your emotions don't get in the way of your logic and reasoning. They're still there, they just don't affect the way that you logic through things. I would say you're a pretty open-minded person as well. You usually understand someone's perspective and put yourself in their shoes quite easily. How do you feel about rules and structure? The Seven of Pentacles. You believe in hard work and structure and that it pays off. You like structure. You're not likely going to give up just because a reward has not come to you immediately. You go through the full process of an idea. So you start out with planning, then you cultivate it, you stick through the hard stuff, you keep working harder, and you're patient, and then you get this really well-deserved, really well-earned reward at the end of everything. You're definitely not afraid of hard work, and there's a lot of Virgo energy I'm picking up in this reading. Like Virgo, Libra. What are you passionate about? Hestia. You're passionate about cultivating a cozy sanctuary to call your home. You want a place to relax and connect, back with yourself. You're also passionate about finding and being satisfied with yourself. You're always looking to get better and also to be happy with who you are. It's a delicate balance. However, you're such a hard worker that I feel like you're really going to figure out how to have both someday. Let's roll the astrodice and see if there's any Virgo Libra in your chart. Well, we have the Libra symbol right here. And then the 8th house, which represents Scorpio, and Venus, which represents Taurus and Libra. So Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, and Libra could be in your sun, moon, or rising sign. I would say I'm feeling like it's going to probably be Ravenclaw for you guys, but let's use the pendulum here. Ravenclaw, not surprising. Yeah, you guys are total Ravenclaws, and that Libra air sign just like completely confirmed it for me, so.
Comment down below if you agree with the Ravenclaw pick. I also feel like some of you might be drawn to Hufflepuff as well, so let me know in the comments section below if that's true about you. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings, and if you'd like a private reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. I will see you next time.
Hey group number 5, this is your reading on which house you would be in if you attended Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So who are you at your core? The black egg. The black egg is all about the throat chakra, so you're very drawn to truth. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if science or journalism were your favorite subjects when you were in school, or are your favorite subjects if you're still in school. You pursue the truth at all costs. You're a person who speaks truths too. Having open and honest conversations are very important to you, and a liar is just someone you cannot stand for. Liars really, really upset you to your core. What kind of friend are you? The 5 of Cups. You have been through so much already in your life that you're the friend that brings the real world experience, and at times your trauma might get the better of you, but your truest friends are always there to lift you up. That being said, because you've been through so much, you have a real emotional range. You're able to really connect with your friends and help them to cope with their own heartaches and heartbreaks. You're the friend who knows exactly the right situation and exactly the thing that they can do to help other people feel better. You also are able to find the silver lining in things as you've lived through a lot of stuff yourself and you kind of know what it's like to come out on the other end stronger. You're definitely a survivor. How does your mind work? The Queen of Swords reversed. You're a realist. You're very aware that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. You're always looking out for potential dangers and try to put systems in place to lessen the amount of pain or confusion in your life. At times you can feel a little bit needy or overly in control of situations. That's just something that you do to try to limit the amount of potential damage that could occur. Your mind is always trying to work 10 steps ahead of what the universe is going to throw at you. How do you feel about rules and structure? The 6 of Pentacles. You highly value being the boss and making the rules. In general, you prefer to run things to make sure people are treated fairly and that they have enough to survive. So in short, you like rules, but only if you're the one making the rules, and only if those rules are serving the greater good and being an aid to those who have to participate in them. Like I said, you don't like liars, and rules that are set up to benefit not the collective just kind of feels like another form of lying to you. What are you passionate about? Isis reversed. You don't accept things as they are. You're passionate about healing. You're passionate about fixing what's broken and making sure you don't have to make the same mistakes twice anymore. I can tell you've had to learn a lot of hard lessons, and some of those lessons you had to learn over and over again. Since then, you're very passionate about making sure that you have time to heal and change your life path into something brighter and better. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn Pisces vibe out of this reading. So let's go ahead, maybe even a little Aquarius as well. So let's go ahead and roll the astrodice for you. Okay, well, we got the Pisces symbol, so that makes sense. The third house, which represents Gemini. And then we have Neptune, which is also which is ruled by Pisces. So Pisces and Gemini in your sun, moon, and rising sign. I'm going to guess you're a
Slytherin?
I'm thinking maybe Hufflepuff too. Let's see. You're a Slytherin.
Comment down below on if you feel more like a Slytherin or a Hufflepuff. Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos, as well as monthly horoscope readings. If you'd like a private reading, I offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot, and I will see you next time.
Hey, group number 6, this is your reading on what house you would be in if you went to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So who are you at your core? The horse. You're determined and capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. You don't give up, you don't back down. It's a forward momentum or bust for you. And when you have an idea you find value in, you go for it because you're super strong and able to focus on your goals. You're a very driven person. What kind of friend are you? The High Priestess. So you're the friend that everyone comes to for tarot readings. Okay, if you're not into tarot though, you're the type of friend that everyone just plain thinks is magical. Your friends look at you and go, whoa, they have their life together. You make adulting look easy. You have a lot of common sense and people admire how much they can trust you. I would say you're definitely the cool friend. I imagine at times you don't always relate to the people of your own age, especially if you're younger. You tend to relate to older people or more adults. People definitely feel drawn to you, and you're probably one of those people who, like a million other people, call their best friend. And I also get the sense that you're the type of person that random strangers will just like come up to you in a store and start a conversation with you out of nowhere. You kind of are just, you have that vibe about you that draws people in. How does your mind work? The 10 of Wands. Your mind gets very overloaded and chaotic sometimes. You have so many plates spinning at once, it's a wonder that you ever get to fall asleep at night. You feel very obligated to be your best and on top of everything, and it must just be completely exhausting. My head is actually physically hurting just picking up on your energy, so I can tell you've got a lot on your mind all the time. Usually you pull it off and you're a superhero all the way through your life, but at times you just feel like you completely cannot do anything at all. It's like it all crashes down on you and you're left to deal with all the emotions of maintaining it all without a break. You definitely need to look into some self-care, and you definitely need to take out some time for meditation. Those would be my huge recommendations for you. How do you feel about rules and structure? The 10 of Swords. You're just not really a fan of them. You have too much to do. Always playing by the rules is just not really practical for you. Honestly, sometimes getting as much accomplished as you do requires coloring outside of the lines a bit. And as you evolve, you feel like the rules for yourself evolve with you. And when things don't make sense for you anymore, you create a new structure that's better and stronger. What are you passionate about? Iris reversed. You are passionate about keeping your secrets. There are just some things that other people don't need to know. You only let a few people see all the sides of you. You find it important to lie when it comes between a lie or hurting someone else's feelings. You find social decorum to be of the utmost importance. You would never flaunt your whole life out there on social media for the world to read about. Now, you definitely let your guard down, but it's only when you choose and with whom you choose to do that with. You're passionate about healthy boundaries. So I'm getting like Scorpio, Capricorn, Gemini kind of blend here. Let's see what the astrodice have to say. All right, we've got Libra, the 6th house, which is Virgo. Okay, that makes sense, with like always having a lot on your mind. And then Pluto, which is represented by Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, like a Scorpio air vibe is what I'm getting. Like Scorpio Libra or Scorpio Aquarius or Scorpio Gemini, that kind of thing. Libra, Virgo, or Scorpio and your sun, moon, or rising sign. I don't know, I'm thinking this one could be Slytherin. Slytherin or maybe Gryffindor, which is a weird thing to say because those are like fairly different. Hufflepuff, would not have guessed that. Definitely leave me a comment down below if you feel like you're a Hufflepuff, group number 6.
Subscribe to my channel for more pick-a-card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings. And if you'd like a private reading, I offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.